the spider chord, which I did in, what was the last song? That's one of them.
Yeah, what's that all about?
That was the song I did before. Yeah, you don't have to jump off the strings, yeah. That's a spider chord.
Megadeth's ginger genius Dave Mustaine invented a new weapon. It's called spider chords. This technique allows you to crawl across the fretboard with poisonous precision, unlocking new creative possibilities. But that's just the beginning. In this lesson, you'll learn a brand new venomous technique I call spider chord sweep picking. Sacrifice your soul to me for unlimited musical power on Patreon below. Courses, tabs, Discord, and even live classes. If you're sick of being stuck, it's time to unlock your natural guitar genius. Did I mention it just costs your soul? Now, I want to start by showing you guys a cool spider chord exercise, and it sounds like this. So spider chord basically is when you play a power chord the regular way, right? Like that. And then you're going to use your middle and pinky fingers to play the next power chord. So you first have your index and ring, right? These guys, man, that's hard to separate those two. And then you do the middle and the pinky next, like that. So you get this sort of thing happening. And it looks a little bit like a spider dancing across the fretboard. Now let's talk about how to sweep pick spider chords. We're going to take a shape here that looks like this. And it's built on this 9th power chord here. So you can see like the spider chord shape at play. And what we're going to do is sweep up that, hammer on and pull off, and then upstroke there. So that's the form or the system. Now let's work up this pattern in 5 levels. Level 1 is going to be the power chord. So that's 7 on the low E to 9 on the A string. So you're just down, down with the right hand. Right? Now we're going to add 1 extra note. And you can use this same process with any pattern or lick that you're working on. Break it down into the smallest unit and then gradually build it back up. Now we're going to add that D string note. All downstrokes, right? Okay, next we're going to hit the 3rd of the chord, the minor aspect of all this. This is the D note on the G string, our favorite string to finger, right? Okay, ready? So it's going to be like that. Next, we're going to hit the 5th of the arpeggio, which is going to be F sharp, right? A B minor chord is B, D, and F sharp. But because of our spider chord tendencies here, we've got a couple extra color tones. So we've got this 9th. Actually, that's the only color tone we've got. We'll hit some more color tones in a minute, but hammer onto that note. Okay, I forgot what level we're at, but we're probably at 5 by now. So the last thing you want to do is basically complete the arpeggio with that upstroke and then a hammer on, and that's it. Now, I absolutely love the sound of this exercise. It takes me through a real harmonic journey because each one of the chords I'm playing has its own kind of mystique. And if I switch over to a clean channel here, I'll show you what's going on. We begin with that B minor 9. And this is a good thing to do for any exercise, is get some perspective on it. Zoom out and see what chords you're playing and what the emotional context is. So we begin on a chilling B minor 9 chord. Now I'm going to use this concept of chromatic mediance, which is essentially playing minor chords that are a third apart. So we got B minor, the G sharp minor, and then it's actually going to go down a half step to G minor, and then we go up to E minor, and then E flat major, which is one of the coolest moves you can make. When you go from E minor to E flat major, the third stays as a common tone between the two, which is what makes these normally very dissonant chords work together. Now, if I add all the color tones, we've got that B minor 9, then we have the G sharp minor 6. Oh man, that one's good. Then the G minor 9, then we come up here to E minor 9, and then E flat major 9. So that first arpeggio, which we already covered, that's the B minor 9. And then we go down to the G sharp minor 6. Oh, are you kidding me? Now, the trick here is you have to skip a string. So it's down, 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 just like the other one. But instead of going to the D string, sorry, you got to go to the A string. A string stands for ass. But sometimes it's worth it to get that extra color tone. Then we're going to move down a half step to G minor 9. Except actually on this one, we're going to go all the way down to the low E string, so you skip 2 strings. And those are just so delicious. They all build on each other because we have the same basic template, but then I'm making these slight changes that makes it all stick together. Because these chords do not function together in a key, right? Then we're going to go down to an E minor chord. And now we're moving that spider chord pattern to the A string. And instead of going from the root to the second, we're going from the second to the third. So the pattern is slightly different here. Go down a half step to E flat. You see that sweep picking pattern? It's a brutal workout, actually, for your left hand. So if you can sweep pick these shapes, regular sweep picking becomes quite a bit easier. Now, I'm really curious, what are your thoughts on spider chord sweep picking? This was an idea that I just came up with the other day. I don't even know why. Spider chords are something you guys have asked me about in the past, and for whatever reason, I thought, it might be cool to combine something that we already know with an extra element to create a new concept. Full tabs for this lesson are at my Patreon page below. Until next time, shred till you're dead.